As it is so, if they allow make these boys with this shayo head fly enter Gaza, they don't finish Gaza. My God. Hey. Hello, what's up, everyone? Good morning. It's your boy, the Crackhead, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Today, we have interesting headlines in front of us, one from Nigeria and one from Israel. The headline from Nigeria says, Relief in Cotonou as NAF, Nigerian Air Force, Joint Force repel coup plotters in Benin Republic. And the other headline from the Times of Israel says 15 IAF, Israeli Air Force pilot cadets jailed for drinking alcohol, receiving visits in breach of rules. Brothers and sisters, before we go ahead with this news, please let's listen to this song.
Kasongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo mbona wewo Songa libala Ongo ye Kasongo mbona wewo Mombali nanga
Thank you very much. Mombali nangai. That song translates to my husband. I don't even know what language that is. But anyways, let's continue with what brought us here today. The Guardian says, relief in Cotonou as NAV Joint Force repel coup plotters in Benin Republic. A joint military force comprising the Nigerian Air Force, the Beninese Army, and French forces yesterday foiled another coup attempt in the democracy-weary Sahel region. It started early yesterday morning with gunfire near the president's residence as the military announced a takeover of neighboring Benin Republic. This led to a rapid response from the pro-civil rule military pushback against the coup plotters in Cotonou, capital of the Republic of Benin. The Guardian learned that the repel was led by NAV, deploying 2 military jets from Lagos and assisted by foreign forces that are suspected to be French. The government of Benin late yesterday said it foiled an attempted coup by members of the West African nation's armed forces. The Beninese armed forces and their leadership, true to their oath, remained committed to the Republic. Interior Minister Alassane Seydou said in a televised address several hours after a group of soldiers made a broadcast in which they said they had ousted President Patrice Talon. And that's not just the only news gazette carrying that, because when I searched for it further, I saw here Sahara Reporters also reported Nigerian Air Force launches precision airstrikes on fleeing coup plotters. The Guardian, I already read it. The Cable also carried the same news saying NAV conducts airstrikes on fleeing plotters of botched Benin coup plot. So now, brothers and sisters, let's get to the news here in Israel. The Times of Israel says 15 IAF pilot cadets jailed for drinking alcohol, receiving visits in breach of rules. It reads, 15 Israeli Air Force cadets in the end of their 3-year pilot course have been jailed over a disciplinary incident during which they had visits from family and friends and drank alcohol while they were supposed to be in solitary. An officer also involved in the incident may be dismissed from his role. The incident took place 2 weekends ago at an isolated section of a civilian hotel where the cadets were supposed to review their training and rest following an intensive week-long course simulating enemy captivity. An IAF investigation found that one of the commanders in the flight course deviated from procedures and allowed the cadets to drink alcohol during the learning session. In addition, some of the cadets brought family members and their girlfriends to what was supposed to be an isolated part of the hotel. The military says 15 cadets were sentenced to 3 to 6 days in military prison in accordance with the severity of their actions. The flight school commander, who holds a rank of major, will be summoned by the chief of the air personnel group for a discussion regarding the continuation of his role. Additional cadets who violated the guidelines over that weekend are also facing the disciplinary actions, but not jail sentences. The military says the cadets acted contrary to the values of the IAF, and the visits and alcohol drinking disrupted the training. The military also emphasizes that there is no concern of harm to the IAF's operational readiness. The cadets are not automatically being dismissed from the pilot course, which will end at the end of the month. Rather, all cadets undergo a screening by a committee at the end of the 3-year course to determine whether they completed the training properly. Brothers and sisters, this is the news, both from Nigeria and from Israel. Now, coming to Nigeria, because I read in the comment section where people are insinuating that the Nigerian Air Force wins only in away matches, that we have a lot of insurgency attacks in Nigeria, yet NAF can strike Sambisa Forest. NAF, as in what I read in the comment. I'm not suggesting that they can't do that. After all, we've heard news that they've done that before. But it's like the Nigerian Air Force wins more when they help outsiders to combat their problems. So Nigerian Air Force, please, I beg you, I urge you, the same precision strikes you are striking in other countries, helping them solve their problems, please bring that back home. Bring the winnings back home. We need more of the winnings at home than outside. And for the 15 IAF cadets, that's Israel Air Force cadets, as in Watagwan, what were you guys thinking? You know the rules, yet you decided voluntarily to break these rules. What happened to you? Why did you slack? Why did you slumber? And now you're going to prison for 3 to 6 days. This is discipline from the IAF commander. Yes, kudos to the IAF commander, because as he did so, if they allow make these boys with this shayo head fly enter Gaza, they don't finish Gaza. My God. Hey, for Nigeria, congratulations for that precision strike. And for Israel, those 15 cadets, you guys shouldn't repeat that mistake again. Yes, let's call it a mistake, but don't ever try it again. And future cadets, don't do this thing. It's not good. And you have to face the enemy with a clear head and a clear mind, not to be controlled by any substance. You understand? Have a wonderful and a beautiful and amazing week. It's your boy, the Crackhead. See you guys on the next news. Bye for now.